Sit. Sit.
Had it not been for this program, I would not be sitting here today. The path that this program put me on staged the way for the life that I'm living now. It's an honor to be able to come back and talk about what this program has done for me.
David Protzman is a former offender from Colwell Probation Detention Center back in 2015. And he says the 12-week rescued program helped to change his life.
They've got a van load of dogs, and these dogs are taken off. Some of them, they need grooming. They've got behavioral problems. I got to train my dog, got to groom my dog and teach it, how to behave. And then I realized this dog was just like me. So we learned a lot from each other.
And with Man's best friend by his side to help him get through this time in his life, Rodman says he was on the right track. He and the other 11 men in his group were able to grow as they lived together in the dorm with their 6 dogs. 3 of the dogs were from the Humane Society Mountain Shelter, and the other 3 were from the cast-off pet rescue.
Then we did learn the basics, of course, of the dog training. You have your pet grooming, you have your CPR, you have your anatomy. I learned more about dogs than I ever thought was possible.
And he says he got prepared for his eventual release through the classes the program offered.
We had business courses. I learned how to write a resume. I used that resume when I got out to obtain a job that I still have today.
Come on, Zeus.
Another former offender, Andrew Seager, says just when he thought he'd lost it all, he was accepted into the rescued program.
I lost a job, a house, my relationship, my son, and a dog. So coming here, first thing I noticed was they have a room full of frickin' dogs. How do I get in this room full of dogs? I want dogs.
Seager's met the criteria to apply for the rescued program, was interviewed, and was selected to be a part of it.
I was very excited. I remember writing tons of letters that night telling my family that, hey, I got accepted, and just like cluttering the mailbox the next morning. I burned a week's worth of stamps in one night.
The rescued program emphasizes integrity and doing the right thing, even when no one's watching. But in addition, the facility offers Alcoholics Anonymous meetings, problem solving through spirituality classes, church services, and anger management programs. He says the program allows you to set yourself up for success, and your dog as well. He says he got to adopt his dog when he was released from Colwell PDC.
So Yukon came home with me, and he's been with me every day since. So I was with him for 3.5, 4 months through the course of the program. He went home with me from here, and going on 2.5 years I've had him. And when my girlfriend and I get in issues, she knows the dog comes first. I've had him longer.
Former offender Shawn Rice learned how to groom dogs through the rescued program back in 2012. He was a part of the very first rescued program class.
I was a groomer for about 3 years, taking a little break from it right now. But yeah, the skills that I learned from here helped me out tremendously. Having the certificate from the technical college for the grooming helped me get the job very easily. Having that certificate was way above what anybody else usually goes in for, because you don't really need any certification to become a groomer or a bather or anything like that.
Now Rice is giving back to the facility that helped him get back on his feet.
And now I'm teaching the guys here at Colwell the grooming techniques and stuff that I learned to pass on, so they can maybe go out in the workforce and achieve a job, either just bathing or even having their own grooming shop and, making tremendous amount of money in the future. That's what I hope all of them can do.
The former offenders say that's always their hope, that those currently in the program take the opportunity for all it's worth.
Pick up some tools from here, put them in your toolbox. I always like to picture myself carrying a toolbox, and pick up the tools that I can use for positive things. When they leave here, they're not in this protected environment anymore. It's showtime. And then it's all up to you.
Cassandra Ortiz for the Georgia Department of Corrections.